Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. It's currently midnight and we're going foraging. We're going to go out for some lobsters, some bass, anything really, and see what we can find along the way. I'm sure we'll find a few creatures, so stay tuned. It's Smash Fishing. Woo! As always, if you're going out alone, I'd rather promote people go out with someone else. But if you do, wear a life jacket or some sort of buoyancy aid just for your own safety, and have some sort of mobile or some sort of way for communication with people just in case you run into trouble. I think that's really important to promoting videos if you're going out alone. So safety first, let's go get some. Got my new foraging hook with me today, the really long one that I built the other day. Nice custom handle there. It's got resin all the way around it, 3 coats. Beautiful handle, works great. That high up the beach, I already found a crab pot. This little pool here is absolutely teeming with fish. Some tiny little shrimps. They're absolutely everywhere. It just comes alive as you're walking. They're around plentiful at the moment. Check that out. It's just masses of them. We're in the big pools now. Good thing to note about this, there's no rush. You don't need to run over the rocks or move too fast, because if anything, it's unsafe and you're going to spook all the creatures. So it's best just to dawdle along really slowly, and most of the time you're going to catch the creatures out because they don't know you're coming. Some huge shrimps here. Yeah, first decent shrimp of the day. It's not a bad one at all, that. Been trying to hunt them for a little while now, but now the tide's going down. I'm 2 hours before low water, so I'm very early on this beach, and I'm trying to catch the prawns out in the rock pools as I'm walking around, and I'm just following the tide down. Fingers crossed we can get a few more big ones. In the bag you got. Oh no, no, don't go. We nearly lost our first prawn. We don't want to be doing that. Get in the bag, boy. Another nice juicy prawn there, look at that one. Nice fat ones we're finding tonight. You always find that during the summer they would grow out, and then towards the end of the summer you get the really big fat ones like we're finding tonight. It's a proper sized prawn right there. Look at the size of that one. That's definitely going in the bag. Struggling to find any lobsters at the moment, but the tide's still whipping out for another hour yet, so plenty of time, and we're yet to get to the really good spot, so fingers crossed we can find a keeper. A lovely sized brown crab down here. Just roll my sleeves up, see if we can get hold of him. Check that one out. That's a lovely sized brown crab. That'd be just out of size, that one. Really close, beautiful crab. That's what we want to see. We're starting to find a few creatures now that tide's going down, and that is a lovely size shanker right there. It's a shame it weren't a bit bigger. Go on, little man, off you go. We're going to find your lobster cousins. There's a lobster in here, guys. I'm hoping it's going to crawl out. I can see him in the back here. It looks like a pretty good one. Fingers crossed we can get him. Where's he gone? Is he coming out? He's definitely in here, guys. I spooked him forward a bit. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, where are you? He wants to come out. I can see his claws up down here. Let's see if I can get my hook. What I don't want him to do is bolt out. I have no idea where that lobster's gone, guys. It was right in the crack of this rock and I've lost it. That's one lucky lobster. That was a big one. I found it, guys. There we go. One Larry down. It's not a bad one at all. He swam out the hole and he must have got away quite quick. And that one's about 4 millimeters out. Don't know if you can see that, guys. So that's one Larry down. I can't believe that. It got out the hole and swam right to the back of these rocks, and it was over there. That's mad. Nice little Larry nonetheless though. Look at that, what a beauty. Just out of size, so he can go back and live another day. Another lobster, guys. Just poking around in the hole there with the hook, and boom, just pops out of nowhere. Nice sized lobster though. We're finding a few now, and just no really big keepers yet, but good stamp, and they're solid lobsters as well. So it's great to see. Fingers crossed we can get a nice big keeper. Another Larry down, baby. Off she goes. Check that out for a pipefish. I've never seen one that sort of size before, and the colours of it. It's got big stripes. That is the most strange pipefish I have ever seen. If anyone knows what it is in the comments, feel free to leave it. That looks... that's wicked. That's a wicked find, that one. There's hundreds of beadlet and enemies on this beach. It's quite surprising. You go to different bays, you see the tentacles there all struck out, and they feed on all the little shrimps and prawns that come past. They grab it in the tentacles and bring it in towards the main head. There's a green one there. Got you on the chest mount. We're heading off to some gullies I know about, and there could be bass inside them, so I thought we'd quickly go for a little walkabout, wade in the water a little bit, and hopefully we can find something decent. There's absolutely tons of shore crabs walking around at the moment. There's a big old female. Looks like she's ready to lay her eggs. Wicked. You can always tell the oval shaped apron, and the males will have a really long one. Look how vibrant that rainbow rack is. It's always the same on this beach in particular. The rainbow rack is always really vibrant, beautiful colours, and sometimes they go vibrant green as well. Wicked to see. Just netting around a little bit here. Look at the size of that for a wrasse. That is one of the smallest ones I've ever found. I'm right in a big sandy gully at the moment. I'm just going around the edges just with the net and see what creatures we can find. Just got an even smaller one here. Look at the size of these. That's a small corkwing, that one there. And that one there's a small ballan wrasse. You can see the collars on the corkwing from a mile away, even when they're that small. Let's see what else we can find in this little pool. And what I'm doing is, where there's big kelp like that, I'll just put it underneath and rake up anything that's in there. These would look great in a fish tank. Look how blue they are. I believe these are little corkwings. Bright blue as well. Awesome to see so many of them as well. Still wandering through the same gully at the moment, seeing if there's any species around. What's that? What we got in here? Ooh, little bullhead or scorpion fish. And usually the bigger ones will have gold or blue underneath the belly. Seems to be a ton of fish up here. There's a wrasse in here, guys. Let's see if we can oh, he got away. Oh, he got away again. There you go, guys. We've got two wrasse here. That there is a small corkwing, and that's what those little blue ones are going to grow into. And here must be a breeding female of sorts, or a male, and that's what they come out like. Beautiful purples and blues in that. What a cracking little fish. Always a good day when you're finding lures. Bit beaten up this one, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Take the rubbish off the beach. We're going to head up towards the crab pot now and work our way straight through the gullies, and fingers crossed we can come across some more cool creatures. We are at the crab pot. See what we got today, guys. Pray for a Larry lobster. Nothing but a lady crab. We're gonna throw this back out now. We're gonna head to the gullies and see if we can find a lobster. I've seen a rock pool before with a big one in, and it was just too deep. I would have to dive in. Just wading through the shore edge at the moment, just where the low tide is. I found a huge boulder bed, and I'm just looking around. I've seen a little lobster before, but it wasn't very big and it would have been too deep to get it. But it's nice to know there's lobsters around here, because I don't usually come here with the shrimp net at all, so it's interesting to see what species are around, and hopefully in the future we can get a nice big lobster. Getting some cracking sized shrimps out of here. Some beautiful ones. A couple of nice chunky ones. Hopefully we can get a few more things to cook up. But if not, if I decide not to cook tonight, I'll release all the animals that I find. So there's no point keeping them. Come on, you Larry lobsters. It's always something cool about walking around a new area. I'm like wading through a really rough patch at the moment. It's really shingly. I'd love to come bass fishing around here. I've heard a few big splashes further out, but I haven't seen any bass yet. I'm just hoping we stumble across a lobster or something. You could even find scallops on grounds like this. You just never know. The all feisty velvet swimming crab. Evil little buggers they are. Pinch you any chance they get. There we go. This one's got a bit of a gimpy claw. Still wading through the water, guys. Seeing if I can see any fish at all. Really into netting some fish species tonight. We're just heading up to the dead man now. The lucky dead man. Fingers crossed we can find a lobster there. Not doing too well today. Found a lot of cool little creatures though. Really interesting to go around like this with a little shrimp net. I want to try and do it on this beach a lot more. There's a few razor clam holes around here as well. We're at the big dead man now. Fingers crossed we can get lucky. It's a big old velvet swimming crab. A few sea squirts. Just a ton of prawns. Absolutely packed with them. There are no Larry lobsters today. Got a cracking sized squat lobster there. The size of that one. What a beast. You don't usually find them that big round here. So nice to see things are growing well. What we got here, guys, a little Venus clam. We should start seeing a few more of these as the come on little buddy. Oh, that one's got eggs. That one's got a little pile of eggs underneath her. Just gonna pick up this boulder and we're on a mission again. Nothing under that one but a shore crab. Got a corkwing here just sitting in the pools. Look how pretty that fish is. Get it back in the sea. Little lob, straight back she goes. Got a species of pipefish there. Not really sure what that one is. Found some cool species of pipefish lately. Oh no, that's a stickleback. That right there. I think it could be the 7-spine stickleback, I believe it is. Wicked little find that. Usually get them a lot bigger. Go on little buddy, hopefully you can find some bigger ones. Here we go guys, look at that. Look how soft that lobster is. That is completely squashy. Look how blue it is. Oh my god. There's literally, that has just shed its shell, that lobster. And look how, you see the blue on it, it's mad. That's proper blue, that one. Get it to a better spot and get you a decent show of it. But look at that lobster. That is as blue as a lobster comes. That's really blue, that. That's mad. Both claws as well. That would have been a keeper if it wasn't soft. We don't keep the soft lobsters. You can keep them, but they taste very watery. Glad I found a lobster, but look at that. We needed one That's a lot harder though. But that is a proper blue lobster nonetheless. I'm going to get it back and hopefully find a hard lobster. That's a cracker though. Still can't get over how blue this lobster is. So, getting back nice and carefully now. That's the good thing about having the longer foraging hook now. I can get right to the back of these really big rocks. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in there. Nah, there we go. It's one last look. That's a beautiful sized lobster. That would have been in a mile as well. And it's a male, big male that. Hey ho, you can go back. No point threatening me, mate, you're all squishy. You ain't gonna do anything. No, go backwards. That's it, back there. Go on. That's it, straight under. Beautiful, lovely lobster. Just a shame it was soft. Oh, what a bargain. I'm chirping with that. We actually found a lobster. Now I'm looking around. There you go, there's his old claw. That's what he shed out of. You can see how small that claw is compared to what he shed into. That's a lovely lobster. That's all for today's episode, guys. Couldn't find anything to eat really. I let all the shrimps go. There was no point with the sake of just a handful of shrimps. But that big lobster was awesome. It was bright blue as well. So it's lovely to see. And yesterday we had a couple of lobsters as well. So it's been an enjoyable trip nonetheless, with a few different species as well. I looked up the pipefish that I found yesterday, and that's a snake pipefish. I've never found that before. And then the stickleback, which I haven't found in a long time. So a couple of new species for you guys, fun little forages. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you like my channel, like and subscribe. If you want some merch, the link's in the description. It's Smash Fishing. Woo!